Hello everyone, welcome to the eChem channel. This is Xuehang. Batteries can age due to the actions of time, even in the complete absence of cycling. The outcome of the time-dependent performance fade is known as the calendar agent. The chemical reactivity of silicon and its SEI in the electrolyte should have a critical impact on the calendar agent of silicon-containing batteries. Then the critical question is that how do chemicals and electrochemical interactions between silicon and electrolyte affect calendar agent? So in this video, I will show you a brief summary of different failure mechanisms related to the reactivity of silicon and its SEI in silicon-containing batteries based on a recent perspective paper on Nature Energy. For more information, please refer to the original paper. A link to this paper is offered in the description of this video below. So let's first look at the silicon-containing electrode surface before any cycling. When the silicon-containing electrode is in contact with the organic electrolyte, some surface reactions may already occur. An FTIR study finds that different forms of silica exhibits substantially different chemical reactivity with electrolyte. They find that hydrogen-terminated silicon, acidic silica, and the silicyl ester surface group is highly reactive towards electrolyte. Meanwhile, the alkaline silica is more chemically stable. And other work examine the released gaseous component when the silicon electrode is exposed to the electrolyte. Silicon compounds and lithium hexafluorophosphate salt produce a significant amount of gas when combined. The gas released includes carbon dioxide, silicon tetrafluoride, and phosphorus trifluoride gases. They find that the gas-forming reactions are highly correlated, where one decomposition reaction leads to a subsequent decomposition reaction. Compared to the silicon powder and the silica, the surface with high lithium content seem to be the most passivating to gassing reactions, so they only release the carbon dioxide. All these roles demonstrate the importance of controlling the interfacial chemistry for silicon anodes and stabilizing the electrode-electrolyte interface in organic electrolyte before the electrochemical cycling. The solid electrolyte interface SEI on silicon anode appear to be highly dynamic and inherently non-passivating. This is different from the graphite electrode. Dynamic SEI thickness and the composition are also observed on graphite anode, especially during the formation process. But the graphite SEI eventually passivate. In comparison, for silicon-containing electrode, a so-called breathing behavior of the SEI layer has been observed. For example, this work uses neutron reflectometer to determine the thickness of the chemistry of the SEI layer grown on a silicon anode as a function of state of charge and during cycling. The SEI layers contains more lithium fluoride-like with increasing lithiation and more organic components with delithiation. More importantly, the SEI layer thickness appears to be increased to about 250 angstrom as electrode become less lithiated, and the thickness decreases to 180 angstrom with increasing lithium content to lithium 3.7 silicon. The SEI breathing effect is found to be directly related to the formation of lithium ethylene dicarbonate. So this is from the solvent decomposition, and PF, POF containing compounds from the decomposition of the salt. These three types of compounds dissolves in the electrolyte, meaning they disappear during lithiation process. In comparison, the lithium fluoride stays there permanently, representing a stable component on the SEI layer. Hence, during the lithiation-delithiation process, the thickness of the SEI layers keeps growth and shrink, which leads to continual consumption of electrolyte with cycling. On the previous slides, we talked about the SEI change during cycling. Moreover, the SEI formed on the silicon surface is not stable at the open circle condition, which also leads to calendar agent. So for this work, they find that chemical components such as lithium arsenic carbonate in the SEI formed from carbonate-based electrolyte are intrinsically reactive on the silicon surface. A decrease in passivation and increase in reactivity of the SEI could already be observed after 1 to 10 hours. Such behavior persisted after hundreds of lithiation rest cycles and was associated with the intrinsic reactivity of organic compounds of the SEI. So overall, it suggests that the organic SEI components are unstable, either because they continue to react or because they are soluble in the electrolyte or both. Here is a schematic presenting the mechanism of long-term performance fade in silicon-containing anode due to silicon and SEI reactivity. Several processes occurs when the cell is aging, for example, gas generation, irreversible reaction between silicon and binder, impedance rising, and the decomposition and the dissolution of the SEI layer. The SEI layer formed on the silicon undergoes continuous change due to SEI reactivity with HF. This persistent electrolyte reactivity experienced by silicon and its SEI can accelerate capacity fade while also generating solid deposits that can block pores in the anode. Although the inorganic inner SEI is relatively stable, the outer organic SEI is reactive and soluble. This causes the breath effects, leading to continuous electrolyte consumption and pore obstruction. Since SEI experiences constant morphological and compositional change, its stability to protect the silicon core is also affected. Also, due to the continuous consumption of the electrolyte, sustained loss of lithium-ion inventory are expected in silicon-containing anode as well, which also limits the calendar agent of the silicon-containing cells. So in order to make the silicon-containing battery practical, one not only needs to address the volume change of the silicon during its dealloy process, but also has to stabilize the surface and develop new electrolyte formulations that can provide true kinetic stabilization of the silicon core. If you are interested to read more, please refer to the original papers. We maintain this channel only on the weekends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. The videos in our eChem channel are only for educational purposes and knowledge sharing. Please subscribe, share, and like our videos to support our channel. Thank you for watching the video today. See you next time.